You and I are owners of online stores, so of course we want to grab people's attention, we want to make more sales. We can do that by increasing our conversion rate, and if we can, we of course want to generate leads at the same time. We can do all of that with just one tool. So that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you how to do all of those things in a nice, tidy, neat little package, and hopefully make yourself some more money. All right, so to start with, we need to grab the Opt-in Monster plugin. So I'm going to cross to plugins here and click on Add New Plugin. It's going to take me across to the WordPress plugins repository, and I'm just going to look for Opt-in Monster. This is what I'm looking for right here. So I'm just going to click on Install Now, hang around for a second, and then click Activate. That's going to drop us through to the Opt-in Monster dashboard right here. And the first thing we want to do is to connect our site. So we can click on Connect Your Site just there. That's going to give you two options. You can either start a free account or you can connect your existing account. I'm, of course, going to connect my existing account as I do have Opt-in Monster. There we go. It's really easy. Now what we can do is we can come down here and we can start to decide what kind of pop-up we want to create. I'm just going to go with a standard pop-up for this one. You can create this on the free version of Opt-in Monster. If you do want to go a little bit further and start using things like the exit intent technology that Opt-in Monster has, this essentially means that when somebody's looking to leave your website, you can actually have something pop up on screen as something that is likely to entice them to stay. It's a really great feature, along with all of these other types of pop-ups that you can get with the Pro, and definitely consider upgrading to that Pro plan, and you can do that by clicking the link down in the top pinned comment or in the description, where you can get it for the best possible price whenever you happen to be watching this. But I have my pop-up just here, and then I can come and I can select what type of pop-up I want to create. These are all really great, and essentially what this is going to allow you to do is to create a pop-up that suits your brand and without you having to do very much at all. Everything is going to be built in and you just amend it to whatever suits you. So for example, if we come up here, let's use this get a discount code right there. I'm just going to click on use template. What do we want to call the campaign? And we'll just call it discount code and start building. So here we have the pop-up as is shown by the template, but we can amend and change all of this to suit us. The most obvious thing to change is going to be this background image. So we're going to click on that, come across to the left-hand side, and I can change this particular image. Now, this is an image that I've used before for another site, but I don't want to use that. So I can come to select from computer. So I have all of these images available to me. They're all just ones that I have that are on my computer. They can be anything that you want. I'm going to select this one here and just open it up. And there we have it. So now this obviously is starting to look a lot more in line with my particular website, my branding, simply because we now have a bike. What we can do is we can start to select other elements, such as the background overlay color here. Let's change that to something a little bit more in line with the website, which is kind of uses a lot more reds. So let's change that one there. And then of course we have all the text. This text you can't see very well right now. So we can highlight this and we can start to change the color. So we can give it a background color, for example. Again, let's go with the red. Excellent. So now it pops off the page. Same down here. We can select this one. I might want this one to be black. And same down the bottom here. I might just want to remove that or change it to something completely different. So I can start to change the button text over this side. So let's just say, if I just want to change that to no thanks. There we go. So now this is obviously a lot bolder, and you can just start to change this up however you see fit. You might want to go back to having no background color. You might want to add rounded corners. The rounded corners usually look pretty nice. So let's start to round those off. Nice. And it's increased the spacing. You can essentially start to amend all of this however you see fit to suit whatever it is that you want to do. Of course, you can amend the text itself as well. So we might want to change this. We might not want to do a 15% offer, or sorry, 5% offer. We might want a 15% off your order. So again, and then once we've highlighted that, we can then go ahead and change the color that is there to make it all match up. Change the text style as well, something like this, which suits in with my website just a little bit better. Let's provide that a little bit different there. You see, essentially, do whatever you like. The options for what you want to change and amend here really are endless. However, once you've done this, which is the main pop-up that we're going to use, you also want to check down here for opt-in and success. So what these are the different elements, the different areas that people are going to click through. So this is the first thing that pops up. Do they want the offer? Yes or no? Then we have the opt-in, so that if they do want the offer, they submit their email address just here. And then once they have done that, they get this. They get the discount code that you are offering. Of course, this has two benefits. One being that this is going to entice people to spend the money right now using the discount code. The other being that they've also entered their email address and generated a lead for you so that you can either send them out something in the future to potentially entice them back so that they can then spend money again later down the line. Worst case scenario for you is if they don't buy anything now and don't come back later. So at least let's try and cover that off if they don't use the discount code right now. So I'm just going to amend a few of these different elements so that everything matches up. Obviously that needs to be a 15% discount code, etc. And then I will show you what the next steps are. Okay, so design wise, we are done. We have our yes, no page, we have our opt-in page, and we have our success page. Absolutely fine. Of course, using this code here, extra 15, you want to make sure that you have an extra 15 code set up so that it does actually work when people use it. So the next step is to go to the display rules. So here we have the display rules, and this is when this pop-up is going to show up. So how long have they been on the page? What URL path is it? That kind of thing. So what we're going to set is we're going to set that their time on the page is very quick, because I want this to pop up very quickly just so that you can see it. So time on a page is no more than 2 seconds. So it should show up within 2 seconds. And then this one is important for me, at least. The current URL path is any page. So we're going to select the page that we want this to come in on. So what I have is I have the time on the page is no more than 2 seconds, and my URL path matches this page right here. So when somebody clicks through to the bicycles page, this is where I want this to pop up. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to done, and we're going to go across to the next option. So this is when your campaign is displayed. This is going to allow you to change things such as, if it's converted, show it again. Like, do you want somebody to be able to get hold of this exact same discount should they return very quickly? In this instance, we've got it set so it takes a year before that shows again. If it's not converted, so it's not used, how quickly do you want that to show again? Let's just say 7 days. Let's make that an awful lot shorter. Similarly, remember visitors. So remember visitors who have seen this particular campaign. We can also do some attention capturing things like animate as it comes in. So let's just set that to bounce, and we're done. We can just go to summary, have a look, and this is what we have as our overall rule set. It's very simple and it will do the job. Next up, we're going to go across to integrations. If you have anything else that you would like to integrate, such as maybe an email marketing system or something like that, we can put it in here. We don't need to worry about it. And similarly with analytics, it's really important to get good analytics back from your campaigns. So you can use Opt-in Monster Analytics, and you can activate Google Analytics if you want to. Next up, we're going to go to publish. Just make sure we're happy with this, and we're just going to click here on publish status. Change that to published, come across to the top right hand corner and click on save. So our campaign is now ready to go and published. You can view it here in the Opt-in Monster campaigns page. It's going to give you some stats. Obviously, this is brand new, so there's no visitors, no conversions, but you can keep a track of that. And then if you have the pro version, you can even set up A/B tests to see which kind of maybe graphic or text is actually more effective. But let's have a look at the website and see if this is working. So here we are on my website, and this is the homepage. So no pop-up, nothing has shown up because that's not where it's supposed to show up. It's supposed to show up on the bicycles page. So let's click on bicycles. And we should, there we go. Less than 2 seconds, we got a bounce, immediately comes up. Do you want an extra 15% off your order? It takes up the whole page, cannot avoid this. And we're going to say, yes, please. I would like 15% off. There we go. And now we can enter our email address, submit, and we're going to be able to get hold of that 15% off discount code. That is bold, it's bright, it's in your face, and you're going to be able to make more sales, more conversions through using something like this. And it doesn't have to be a 15% discount. It can be free shipping. It can be anything that you want that you can set up that might convert more people and in turn generate more leads. Now, something else that we do have to consider is the size of our brands. You and I are not running giant corporations such as Nike or Apple. We don't have an immediate built-in trustworthiness. So even when we're offering these kind of discounts, there might be a little hesitation from people. So we want to overcome that hesitation quickly and easily. And the way we're going to do that is by building trust using social proof. So if you want to know how to do that, you want to click this video right here.